The reason I wanted to talk to you was because you are a very entrepreneurial person.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, no, you are. You work very hard, and you try many ideas.
Yes, do my best. It's life.
Right. So, 2020 is a very crazy year, right?
Yes.
So what I'm trying to do is I stopped making videos, but I started again last month making more videos because I think people need hope that this isn't going to be the end of the world.
Yes. This year is really terrible. Everything happened. Affect a lot for people's life.
Yeah. So let me introduce you to everybody. This is Ping, everybody. She is from China. I met her in Chicago, though. First time I ever met you was in Chicago.
Yes.
And you were doing a magnetic show, and and then I don't remember how many times did I see you in China? Once or twice?
I forgot.
I think twice, right?
Maybe twice. Yes.
Yeah, because I remember
I forgot.
Well, I remember I was there one time, and we were talking. You're like, "Well, why don't you come to Xi'an?" And I was like, "Because it's cold."
It's
cold. And you're like, "No, come.
Your city."
You're like, "Come." Well, I was in Beijing. No, I was in Nanjing at the time. I was in Nanjing, and Nanjing was nice, and warm compared. So I went to Xi'an, and it was so cold. But I remember we went up to where they redid the pagoda, and it was hilarious. We were walking out, and it was so cold. We were walking outside, and there's a Papa John's, and I was like, "Oh my God, they got a Papa John's in Xi'an."
Yes.
You've been in Turkey for 3 years now?
No, 1 year. Over 1 year.
1 year. Okay, then I think the last just 1 year. Well, it feels like longer.
Yes, really feel longer. I want to go back China, but now is this reason, that reason, I cannot go back. So hope November I can come back China if everything's smoothly.
Is your son in Florida or Texas?
Texas.
Okay.
So now, I do business, international business. I also like to travel like you, and I'm not lucky like you. Only travel.
Why?
I will be work and travel at the same time. So I think you really do very good life, good job. I can travel everywhere you want. So that's why I would like to travel everywhere, and in the same time have to work. So this year is hard work, hard year. But for me, everything have changed. God give me good lucky. This year business have a little recover, so feel much better than previous years. So that's why recently also very busy to everything related with covers to help people prevent virus.
Yeah, with the mask.
Mask. Also now we more focus on mask machine and also other related with the virus. So it's people requirement and market requirement. So this is not good year, but this business give us chance too. So that's why I have to stay here for more long time.
Yeah, how is your new showroom in Texas doing?
It's very good. My son, he deal with very well. He mostly does construction. He's very busy. He have no time to do almost the related with virus material. Just send him some masks necessary he use with his team. Yeah, with his team. So he's very busy.
And he does,
also,
kitchen cabinets, right? And
yeah,
appliances?
yeah, yes. Now he also do some project for some developers, or he have a chance to do more project, not only one by one project. So work with company, big company. I think it's very good.
You know, you are a very smart woman. Okay.
Thank you. No, I just work hard, woman, not smart.
No,
woman.
you are.
Just
no,
for life.
And you're very well traveled. You see a lot, and so that's why I wanted to get your opinion. I mean, you're from China. You've lived in the United States. You've lived in Europe. What do you think is going on in the world right now? What do you think?
Honestly, I'm not taking. Sometimes I take attention about the worldwide situation because I do international business. Everything related to each other. So world should become much better than before. Everything become better. As I just now, I see information about Chinese technology like Huawei. They do very good 5G technology for China now in Shenzhen. So that's why I think in the future, everything like now we can talk with you feel very closely, and in the future the 5G will be more fast and more better, more clearly. Let people more closely by internet.
Well, what if 5G actually makes people sick?
Sick, this how to see everything. I think how to use the technology for safe. Something from technology, I don't know much more about it. But for me, I only know we use it and more convenient for people to do everything they want. So have not too much more, but now, such as now, something is good, something not good. Like you see, before we haven't internet, we do business by the Guangzhou cutting fair. I'm not sure you visited before. Only the show.
Is it what? You're speaking too fast for me.
Oh, I speak too fast.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me slowly. I mean, like before, we do international, no internet, just to the Guangzhou fair. So any people go to the fair, they can get a business. But now, nowadays, everything changed because of internet. Mm-hmm. People, everything more clear, more open, like price, technology. So people compete each other. For do business, we are too hard to do business because everything is open, everything is clean on the internet. So what do you think? What is a safe or not a safe? So something like this technology give us more convenient for life, also save costs for such as I'm in business, so I think about the business. So this is a benefit for us. We can just make an email or like I call you. I don't need to spend too much money to fly to you. I can meet you.
I don't disagree with you that what you're explaining is true. The advance in technology is fantastic. But if it means that 1 million people or 2 million people or 3 million people will die, is it worth it?
Why? Why does it? People die have a different reason. It's because have a different reason. What do you think die?
Okay.
What causes them die?
Okay. Well, I just want to say, I'll tell you one story after I just say, they can get these benefits by using hard cables instead of Wi-Fi. Okay. We can use hard cables and get all these benefits rather than Wi-Fi. Okay. But here's the. Do you know how the microwave oven was invented?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
I just know we mostly use it. Technology use them.
Okay. Well, I worked at the company that invented the microwave oven. Okay.
Microwave oven. Yeah, I know it.
Do you know how it was? Do you know how it was discovered?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll tell you the story real quick. Okay, there was a guy installing a radar installation. You know, radar that detects airplanes and okay. And every day he would eat a Hershey bar, the chocolate bar. Okay, but this day he forgot to eat it. It was in his pocket, and he was working on the radar installation. He finished and he went to eat his candy bar and it had melted. And he was a very smart man. And he said, okay, I was working on the radar facility. My candy bar melted. That means something in those radio waves melted my candy bar. So he went back to the lab and they were able to take all the different radio waves and they found out that it was the microwave that was responsible for cooking his candy bar and probably cooking his whole inside as well, but that's a different story. So basically the company developed the microwave oven. They couldn't make it work, so they sold the technology to the Japanese, who then took it and made it what it is today. Microwaves are the same technology that your cell phones use.
Yes.
And Wi-Fi's. And cell phone companies and governments have been lying to people, telling them that there's no danger. There's no danger from these things. This is why you will never, ever see me put this to my head. Never. I will never wear this on my waist or in my pocket. I always hold this at least 1 foot away. I'll use a speakerphone or I'll use corded earphones. Because this has microwaves going in and out of it. And since you used to manufacture magnetic devices, you know that magnetic fields can be very powerful.
Yes.
And that's what those towers are. Those towers are emitting 5G means that the power coming out of those things is 1,000 or I forget the numerator on it, but it's like 1,000 times more powerful than 4G, which is 1,000 times more powerful than 3G. So that's why, have you noticed how the cancer rates in this world are going through the roof? More and more people are getting cancer.
Yes. So we really don't know these how they get the results, get the test. So what's produce so much people get cancer then?
Well, we're never going to get the truth because the corporations make so much money. They don't care. They don't care if you or I die or if 3 million, 4 million people die. I mean, as long as they make money.
Yes, that's why also for us, we really don't know what cost this one. So it's really used general inside. People die, but there's different reason to die. Who knows what's the cost? So it's really for us have a lot of short of this kind of knowledge.
Right. Well, you grew up in China. I grew up primarily in the United States, and both of our countries. And please, if you do not agree with anything I say, please tell me you don't agree, okay? But basically, my opinion is whether it's the Chinese government, the United States government, any government, they really don't care about their people. They don't care if you die or not, if it means they're making money. So the real question is what is the real reason that they shut down the world economy? In your opinion?
What's new? Could you repeat your question again?
Well, let me phrase it in smaller questions. Do you think that the Chinese government or the American government cares about its citizens?
Like this way, I seldom to talk about this kind of political topics.
Okay, understood.
Yes, I don't want to talk about this topic because we are dangerous ones because we are small people live in the world. We have no power to exchange anything. We only can do our best to make us more better, or our surroundings better for life. Like you said, how we can make us more healthy and
but what if you can't do that?
Life.
What if you can't do that?
Yes, what we can do. So for others, this government is a big system. We are also not some government officer. Really, not do anything to affect that or what else. It's really, that's why for us, we not involved in political because we are really too small. But we are also part of the country. Only can do better what we can do. So,
did you say we're cattle?
Huh?
Did you say we're cattle, like cows?
What's mean cows?
I misunderstood what you were saying then.
I mean, you asked me this question. Yeah. I see. I'm not involved in political, so I could not answer you this kind of question. We just do anything what we can do, make us our surroundings healthy and peace, happy life. Is my can reply you. So what's your question? I'm not getting your point.
Well, it's okay. I don't want to cause you any problems, so we don't have to ask that question. I'll just say that obviously you lived in the United States, right?
Yes.
So you see that there. I mean, what is your impression of the United States versus China? How do you see the differences between the two countries and the similarities, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I think for a more attention for normal human life. So I read some books and live with them. I think for normal life, it's not too much differences. Just the habit of life is different. Such as Chinese people, like me, I'm in the north, I like noodle. But American people more like some people more like fast food. It's just an example for life still or the habit different. It's for human people. I think some of it's similar. Like Chinese people, some people say Chinese people, their kids study more something after their school. But I also see in USA, a lot of some people, they are not Chinese, they are American people. They let their kids to study Chinese. They prepare for their future. That's Trump's daughter, their granddaughter. You can see they show Chinese very well. Why they are study Chinese? I think it's have their people have also each family have a similar hope their next generation have a good life and can live in the world, because the world, even you are in America, I'm in China and what other country, but the human people is basic for life, want a good life, and they can get a more different skill to let them can live in different situation and at a good situation, have a more choice. I guess it's a simple idea, so not too much. Also, I read some books. I think, for original human people have a similar idea to do something, not some more differences. I think like this way. What's your topic? What's a project you are doing now to more consider political or what else?
Well, I don't want to get you in trouble, but so I don't want to talk about anything that might, that you might not feel comfortable talking about. But the reality, Ping, is that we are now at the point where, and I'll speak for people in the United States, okay? I'm not speaking about the Chinese. I'm speaking for people of the United States. The history of the United States is based on freedom, okay? Freedom of every kind, meaning that people do not rely on the government to live their lives. And if there are problems, people get involved. But that's not what the United States is today. And that's one reason why I wanted to talk to you, because I wanted to demonstrate that. I joke with my friend Dan. I say to him, I'm like, you know, the people in the United States, you know, they want to be Chinese, you know, and that's
why?
Well,
why?
It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
Because the Chinese are, I mean, I love China and all of my friends in China, but they don't worry about the same things that we worry about in the United States as far as government and freedom, because the Chinese expect their government basically to handle everything.
But anyway, Chinese government do some good result for people have a good life, and so it's they also get a respect from a lot of people. I think.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at where China was 40 years ago compared to where they are now, the Chinese government can point to many accomplishments.
I don't understand this point. But anyway, I think I don't want to involve the political because I'm not a political people.
How do you see trade between China and the United States going forward?
No problem. I think it is also like we could not do everything like our son's business. He still works in there. He can source something in local market if we have orders, because some two countries tariff policy is really hard to import something from China. So that's why it's the real situation. We could not change anything. We just can how we find a way to survive in the society. So that's why this is the top man do something really affect people's normal life. But for normal people, we could not change something because this is their some policy and affects each other as not only one country. It's affect each other. I believe this point. Yeah, they have too much people. They work in this area. It is not we can do anything. We just to follow what their rules, what we can do, and not break their rules to do everything we can do. So.
How much on the items that your son brings into the United States from China? How much of a tariff does the government charge on those products?
I recently nowadays I not take care more about it because I'm very busy. Everything he do by himself. So sometimes because time differences, he's busy, I'm also busy. Sometimes we seldom connect each other. But when we have something, we'll keep contact. And sometimes also can talk about 2 hours or 1 hour, depends the situation. So for the specific business, I really don't know because I believe he's doing very well because he's very busy. And so I don't know the details. No part of your question, I really could not help you. I think what we can do now, I just do some business if possible, and what we can do, how we can help people to in the special time to protect self, safe, keep live, not die.
But wearing a mask, because you basically, have you sold any masks to the United States?
No.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, well, you see, the problem is wearing a mask actually makes you sick. It doesn't make you healthy. It makes you sick.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
Quality of a mask?
No. Well, that's not even talking about what the mask is made out of. You know, who's checking that, right? For if the mask is made of something toxic, God help you. But no, it basically. Have you ever been in a hospital?
No.
You've never been inside a hospital?
I go to hospital, but I think it's a different situation.
Okay, have you ever seen a patient where they're wearing a tube in their nose like this? It's for oxygen. They wear an oxygen in their nose. And on the monitor, so on the screen, it will have the blood oxygenation.
The
amount of oxygen in your blood. And
this is equipment.
The reason they monitor that is because if your blood oxygen drops below a certain level, it can harm you. Okay, and wearing a mask lowers your blood oxidation.
Oh, I don't know, but I think the hospital what they do is to help people get to survive for that for the mask.
That's not why they do it. That's not why they do it. If I saw you on the street, Ping, and I went up to you, I said, Ping, hi, Ping. You'd be like, oh, hi, David, right? But if all of a sudden, I come up to you and I'm like, hey, Ping, hey, man. You're like, whoa, stay away. What's wrong with you?
Yes, but nowadays, from the virus, people is really the mask, the quality mask really help people to protect from virus. You don't agree with it?
I know it's false. It's absolutely false.
It's false.
Because the virus, okay, the size of the virus goes right through your mask. No protection.
So we don't know. So that's the doctor. The doctors, they know what is. We are not experts for medical.
Doctors will tell you this. Doctors are being silenced. Doctors are being told to shut up. Because, let me ask you a question. Who runs the hospital, doctors or corporations?
Corporations.
In the United States, everything is run by a corporation. That's why in the United States, I'm sure your son told you, okay, all of the small businesses were shut down, but all the big corporations, they got to stay open because the corporations run the world.
Yes.
And as long as they make money.
Yes.
In other words, commercial interests are very powerful interests throughout the world.
Yes. All the time like this way, big corporations have more powerful to control make more money. We are just survivors. How we can work hard, make small money to survive. So this is the word. No choice. So that's each one's power.
No, I think there is a choice, and I think you're going to see in the United States, and you can tell your son to prepare for this, there's going to be a revolution in this country.
Hope everything become better.
Well, there are peaceful revolutions, but whether a revolution is peaceful or bloody, it depends on the people who are in charge, right? If the people in charge decide that they want to stay in power, then they will kill you. But if the people in charge truly believe in freedom and democracy, then they will step down and they will reform the government for the people, which is what the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence in the United States call for.
And what is...
This is political, so we don't want to talk about political.
Yes, I do not talk because we have the power to do anything about it. So how do you think the election of the USA election, what the result will be?
Let's talk political then. Okay.
No. It's just I think what's your idea?
Well, I mean, in my opinion, I think Trump will win another election.
Already? So you support him?
No, I support none of them. But I mean, here's the problem is this is so difficult to explain in a very short period of time, but
yes, okay. No problem. Just by the way, I ask you what you think about the results.
Well, this is the problem, is you're only giving me two choices. You're giving me Donald Trump or Joe Biden. I want neither. I want Ron Paul. Ron Paul for president.
So this is a powerful thing. It's too much difficult
Well, you are correct. You are correct, and it's people in the United States are going to have to decide very, very soon how they want their country to go, because if they want a big government, if they want limited freedom, if they want limited choice, then we're going to turn into China. Okay. And while I like visiting China, and there's many things about China that I respect, I prefer having choice on every decision.
You have the right because you're American citizen. You have the right to choice who will be better for you. Also, the country, good. So anyway, I hope everything is better for you. It's a difficult time, and this year really difficult.
No, the United States has not yet begun to feel the pain of the economic shutdown, because the government was paying people to stay home. Okay? The government...
That's good, right? That's good. Stay at home, have some government to pay money.
No, it's not good. It's not good.
Not good?
It's
really?
Not good. Well, Ping, let me ask you a question. If there is something in your life that you are not happy with...
Me?
No, I'm saying if there is anything in your life, let's say, and I'm not saying you are, but let's say that you gain 10 pounds, right? Do you understand? Let's say you get,
I'm not understand. What's me get 10 pounds?
You get too fat. Okay.
I don't want to get too fat. I can control.
Right.
Exercise, oral food. Now I eat a lot, but every day try to get exercise, keep balance.
Right. My point is see, when you start to feel too fat, you exercise or you change your diet. Okay.
Good.
But if the government is giving you everything you need, why would you change?
Yes, that's why it's a life. How you decided your life? You want somebody else to control your life, or you control your life by yourself? And those some things we can do. Like some people, if government give money, if they have a good job, you don't need the government give money. They can work and get the money and do what he wants freely, right? This is a key point. It depends on people.
So are you excited to go back to China?
Yes, I try to go, but my granddaughter born in USA. She recently come back to China. I want to see her, but I could not come back because no direct flight, She's very lovely,
This is your son. Your son has a daughter now?
Yes.
Wow.
It's almost already 1 year, 1 year old.
Right. Yeah, the Chinese don't waste any time. They get married and have babies right away.
Yes. Yes. They are really lovely. Now they'll be about 9 months. He tried to work. They're very lovely. All the time they send me some videos, some pictures. Oh, I really miss her very much.
Now, is his wife's mother living with them?
His wife recently come back to China. He have to work in China. So he come back to China.
Okay, and to have her mother help with the baby.
Yes, you are right. You know much about China.
I know the Chinese girls. The Chinese girls are like, "Oh, I love the baby. Here, Mom.
Yes, it's really helpful from her mom. I really thank her mom to help her, but I'm not at the beside, so cannot help her anything. She have to work, so need people to care about the baby. It's really helpful.
With the trade war, with Donald Trump putting tariffs on products from China, is it difficult to get products from China now? Is it too expensive? Is it too difficult? Like, how easy is it to have you get products in China and ship them to the United States now?
Now I really not do any business with the USA. Before I do, now I really haven't business.
Okay.
My son do his business by his way, so I'm not more involved in. So
you focus on Europe or just Turkey?
Yeah, I focus on honestly recently more focus on Turkey because I'm here. People they more need trust. Other country like we send the machine, they more like to if now people could not short of travel. Before they can travel to China. Now anyone don't want to have a risk to travel during travel. But I honestly see in China more safe now. But from the travel by flights, maybe different people from different country is have a more dangerous for people for travel. So that's why.
So you don't know when you'll go back to China yet?
All the 3 times flight all cancelled, and also recently the last changed the flight November 2, but I still not sure if that time flight is normal or not normal. It's only depend on at that time can know.
You can take the train.
Yes, I can take train.
They now have the train. They have the train from Xi'an. It goes all the way to London. Goes right through Istanbul.
Yes, but now they are not the for traveler. It's for just the cargo. My cargo.
You can put a big box on there and put your kitchen in.
Yes, I think maybe years future. They have a train from China to Moscow for travel train. Also have this service. But no, to Europe haven't.
So you could fly to Moscow then.
Yes, but now travel is too much long time. It's maybe 1 day or 2 days. Too long time. I don't want too long time outside. It's more dangerous in the crowded area. I more prefer direct flights from Turkey to China. No transfer from other country. So that's why
it's safe. There's no danger.
No safe. In China now, they said one flight from Moscow, there are 11 people have a virus after get off flight. That means all the flights, 7 hours, people in the same area. It's dangerous.
But you're trusting. So you're trusting that what they're testing is actually real. If I took a test to see if you were alive, it's going to tell me that you're positive.
Really? So that's why we trust and rely on the test report. Who knows it's real or not? So that's why.
Right. That's right.
We have no choice, We have no choice about it.
I understand.
Yeah. So that's why I reduce travel to have more safe situation.
And are you also covering the Middle East?
No. We connect the Middle East, Africa, European, all have connections because Turkey connect more European and the Middle East, also Africa. We hope in the future our business can grow more. This year we will go to start. I think start from Turkey because we are here. Here also Turkey have too much people, different country people living here. Yeah, especially in Istanbul. Lot of different countries from Middle East, Africa, also a lot of travels European people. So
yeah, and there's a lot of Chinese in Africa now.
yes,
and are there
lot of
a lot of Chinese in Istanbul?
Yes, I also have a lot of, but I seldom to connect with them because each people do different business in different area. So I'm in the business center, so not too much people here. Have several Chinese people here, but not too much.
Yeah.
It's okay, yeah.
Well, Istanbul, it's the only city in the world that it sits on 2 different continents.
Yes, yes, yes. So it's really interesting. That's why before we have business here. So I think it's really after more selection, travel to Dubai, to India, and everything everywhere else. So I think we make a final decision and live here. I think it's good for us. Anytime, exact time is the best choice. So I think now you do some help people fight with the virus. I think it's a good business for you.
Yeah, I don't think the United States is going to be a real good country for that. I don't know. We will find out in the next couple months.
Yes. So after election? Well,
maybe before.
Maybe before.
But after the election, definitely. A lot of people are waiting for the election. The only thing that I worry about is that there may be violence.
Yes, violence this side in the winter will become again. So sometimes, so it's important to people take attention on it. If not take attention, will be get more people affected. So I think still need to take care. Anytime take care to protect ourselves, also our surroundings.
Well, you know, more people die in a year from diabetes.
Yes, we see the news. We see the news in USA too much. It's really sad to hear this kind of news. So that's why you think about really important how to protect ourselves and the surroundings. Keep, no matter others there, it's basic, live, not die. It is a very simple requirement how to protect people. So that's why it's a question. It is a problem. It's really need to find the problem. Where is the problem? China starts this virus, but now everything, people recovery life, normal life, everything as before, but still need to take care. People go out some crowded people area need to take a mask to protect self and others.
I disagree.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
What I said is more people this year in the United States are going to die from diabetes than they are from this virus.
Oh, yes, I understand. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but
yes,
nobody is shutting down the country for diabetes. Nobody is shutting down Coca-Cola. Nobody is shutting down ice cream and Doritos. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Your diet,
I understand.
What you eat, what type of food you eat causes diabetes. And your lifestyle. If I sit on my couch all day and eat bonbons, I will get fat. Or even if I'm not fat, just the blood sugar, you'll wear out your pancreas, and you get insulin resistance, then you get diabetes.
Yes,
so
that's
more damaging to society than this virus.
Yes, that's why it's people's choice. What he like? What's his choice?
How many people do you know, Ping? How many people do you know who have died from this virus?
I don't know. There are too much news. We don't know what is real, what is not real.
How many people? My question is, how many people in your family, how many of your friends have died from this virus?
I got news from my colleague. They really have in Turkey. From China, I have no this kind of news. Most people safe. No get affected. But here, my colleague, his relative, get a virus and died because her health originally have a problem.
Right.
Originally have problem.
She had health problems already.
Yes, so he got a virus and could not control it, so had more problem. Yep. So that's why. So others I haven't heard. I also my colleague, because my colleague is Turkish people. He have more connections. His friend get some friends family get a virus. Some get a recovery, but I heard one get died. So that's why it's really something we could not control. So
I'll tell you the best thing you can do for protecting yourself from the virus.
I will be glad to hear it. Thank you.
Okay. Number one, get outside every day and walk for at least 1 hour in the sunshine.
Yeah, right. We just not do it every day.
Every day.
Yes.
Number two, take 500 milligrams of vitamin C and 25 milligrams of zinc.
Zinc, what is it? Oh, yeah.
Every couple hours. Okay. Okay, because the sun will give you vitamin D, and then taking vitamin C and taking zinc will make your immune system stronger. Okay?
Okay.
Do that every day. What time is it there?
It's 8:30. 8:20.
8:20.
PM.
So you're 7 hours ahead. Well, I was going to go to China this year, but not this year. Maybe next year.
Yeah, this year is not to go anywhere. Stay at home much better.
Yeah, if we're not dead, then we'll have to meet up.
You are not. I believe. Yes.
Well, thank you. It was nice seeing you, and I'm glad you're doing well. And Gongxi Ni on your granddaughter.
Yes, thank you for best wishes.
Tell your son I said hello.
Yes, okay. Thank you. Okay.
If he needs any help in the USA, he can always call me.